the New 80's Revolution with Jason Nupp, a one-and-all show full of fun where anything can and does happen. Pickups, fan mail, toy reviews, camping with the New 80's Revolution Jr. Whatever the heck else does not fit into a specific category, Jason covers it right here, folks. And now, the host of the New 80's Revolution, Jason Nupp.
What is up, guys? Jason Nupp, New 80's Revolution on tour, ladies and gentlemen. That is right, fresh off a live show that brought in close to record numbers. Very close to our best of all time. Might have been our best, very close. We're headed about 2 hours away, ladies and gentlemen, to the castle of a very, very special friend of the channel, G.I. Joe Ron, a man who is responsible for a very large portion of my G.I. Joe figures and vehicles. And I have a feeling that after speaking to him last night, he's going to be even more responsible for some of my G.I. Joe collection. But we won't disclose that until we get home today. I am about an hour away from his house, and basically I'm driving up here to say hello. We're going to have a quick interview with G.I. Joe Ron, talk about his love of the 80s and toys. We'll grab some footage of his beautiful collection. I'm giving him a 90s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle storage box, toy box thing, and my bootleg Sega, my plug and play. And Jonathan Zachary, if you had let me know just a couple days ago that you were in the market for a bootleg Sega, I would have sent you mine, but G.I. Joe Ron claimed it last night, part of a trade for an item that I will not disclose right now. No, indeed. Will not disclose. I will disclose it tonight if it's in my possession tonight. And I'm picking up an actual Sega from him. I don't know if it's Model 1, Model 2, Model 3, doesn't matter. I guess I would prefer Model 1 just for the nostalgia of it, the look of it. That's the only Sega that I ever had, was the Model 1. But whatever, it's all good. So we're gonna have an official Sega, and we'll do a room tour of Ron's, and we'll talk to him about his love of the 80s. And then I will head home, and Liam is having his first sleepover, so that's gonna be kind of wild. But I will break away, and I will complete this video and get it up for you today, Friday, and then onward to the weekend. So we will see you in 59 minutes at G.I. Joe Ron's domicile. See you soon. Get out of the way, you old bag. What's up, guys? Jason Nupp, New 80's Revolution, down here in a brand new cave. It's not my cave. It's this guy's cave. This is my friend. I told you, we've talked about him for months on the channel, maybe a year on the channel. This is G.I. Joe Ron, and we are right here in G.I. Joe Ron's beautiful nerd cave. Look at this. Check it out. Check all these photos out. Check all this video out that I'm showing you right now. Wait till you see what's in the middle of his room. It's going to drive you nuts. I can't take it. But G.I. Joe Ron, first of all, I wanted to thank you for being a huge contributor to my G.I. Joe collection. You have been one of the most generous people. Your deals range from incredible to free.
Yeah.
And, I could never thank you enough. The G.I. Joe collection is flowing because of you. So first of all, thank you for that. But how did, I just want to ask you a couple questions about the room. Like, I know how my obsession started. How did yours begin?
Oh, man. It started with some Dukes of Hazzard toys. We moved in here 13, 14 years ago, had a garage sale, And everybody kept coming and saying, "Hey, this guy across the street has got vintage toys. You got to go check it out."
Your neighbor.
My neighbor, my partner, my buddy Jason, the Toybrarian.
Yes.
And I went over to his house, and as I walked over, he walked over to my house because people were telling him the same thing. So, lo and behold, we met in the middle. We started talking. Huge friendship. And that's where it began. We started going to toy shows. We opened up our toy shop. We had our own toy show here in town. But man, it just exploded.
That's awesome.
Started with Dukes of Hazzard, then I exploded into other toys.
That's right. And there is so much good stuff here. And like we've talked about it before on the channel, collectors even get excited about seeing stuff that they already have.
Yeah.
Right? So when I come down here, I'm like, whoa, look at that Ghostbusters firehouse. But I have one, right? But I love seeing yours. I love seeing how you display it. You know, you got some great stuff. You had a store.
Yeah, we had a little co-op in the village of Faulkner here. We had a big space. We just kept renting more spots and display cases and shelves. And we pulled out because the lady was closing it, and we just got busy coaching kids. So we never got back into it again. So,
and you basically took all the contents of your store and moved it here, right? You moved it to your house?
Yeah, in totes. But I had already had my collection, so nothing here was in the store. This was my own collection. It was all the stuff that I bought at yard sales, and I always upgrade, just like anybody else.
Yeah.
They're always upgrading. So that's what I did.
That's awesome.
Everything I upgraded went into a tote, and that's what I take to toy shows.
Yes, and in fact, that's how I met this guy. The Village Gate Toy Show in Rochester. I've done a few shows showing you guys some pickups from that toy show. Obviously, we've been dark for a year or so. It's been a loss. But I remember rolling up on your table, and actually, I bought stuff from you the year before. I was even doing the YouTube thing, I think. I bought some stuff from you, and then the next year, I came back, and you're in that same spot every single year.
Yep.
And your partner there said, "I know you."
Yeah.
And that was like one of the first times. That was like year 2 of the Chandler show. And
when you were doing, he remembered you from the games.
Yeah.
All of the board games.
Oh, okay.
That's
okay.
when he had a ton of board games as well, so he was watching you were that.
Well, I might be able to pay him back for his gift that he gave me. I have all my board games, are tucked away. Yeah. So maybe I'll take some pictures, and if there's anything he wants. But he said, I know you, and that was like one of the first times that anybody had ever said, "Oh, I know you." And then you were standing there like, "I don't know you." I've never seen your crap before. And then I bought some more stuff from you, and then just on from there, right?
Yeah. I think we started with a Knight Rider car.
Yes.
And then it was a Mad Ball.
Yes, I bought the Mad Ball from you, the carded Mad Ball.
Yeah, and then you said, G.I. Joes.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Here's my card.
Yeah, man.
Give me a call." And that's kind of how it.
That's how it all started. And then he contributes to probably 60% of my G.I. Joe collection. I don't know, but so was it hard to walk away from the toy selling business?
Yeah. I mean, you got to prioritize, like everything else. Life gets busy. I was coaching at the time, so that took a lot of my time. I didn't have time to go to the co-op store. So and toy shows are really tough to put together. So that's always a tough thing. But I haven't walked away. I mean, obviously you're here, so we're still doing stuff.
Yeah.
But Rochester Toy Show is in the future, and maybe some other ones.
Yes, awesome. Do you come down here and play?
Oh, all the time.
Yeah,
all the time.
Awesome.
I mean, I had to display a couple things, so I set up the flag and. That's that.
We'll get some quick footage of the USS Flag. I brought. Finally, I can give back, I guess, to this guy. And I brought the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toy box.
Toy box.
And since I'm upgrading a Sega from you, you got my bootleg Sega.
Yeah,
it's not even a bootleg Sega. It's actually. I think it's Sega's on it. Sega is written on it. But that's got like 40 games preloaded, and it plays the cartridges too.
Yeah, and that's the cool part. My daughter's getting into, she loves playing Super Nintendo, so we've been doing that, and I thought, you know what, I got some Sega games, let's get those out.
Absolutely, man. Well, again, I want to thank you for everything you've done for my channel. I consider you a friend, and hopefully, you know, down the road we'll be able to spend some time together at the toy show. Maybe hit up a con some year.
Absolutely.
You know, there's some talk. If you watched the live show last night, I would love a bunch of our East Coast people to get together at a Niagara Falls con or the New Jersey con or, you know, Philly or something, just so we can all hang out. But I don't know. That's down the road. Right now, I'm going to walk around and check out some more of this goodness. And before we get out of here, I'm going to show you the Grail, the biggest play set of all time. The G.I. Joe flag is right there. Let's take a look at that right now. Alright guys, we are back home, back down in the cave, 2.5 hour drive home from a man G.I. Joe Ron's house. What a great collection. What a great collection. He could you know, he could alright, start over. Alright guys, back in the cave. What a drive. 2.5 hours. Man, that is a trip. That is a trip indeed. Driving back home always seems to go a little faster, but still, long drive. G.I. Joe Ron, what a good guy. What a great guy. You know, and a great giving heart and you know, a really quality person and a great asset to this to the collection, to the collecting world. To my collection as well. But what a great room. What a great collection he's got. Some of that Dukes of Hazzard stuff was just awesome. I mean, he's got some extremely pricey vehicles. You know, the Daisy Jeep. I think he had Roscoe's car. I think he had the Cadillac. I didn't, you know, look. I can't remember, even though it was like an hour ago. Those are pricey. Those first of all you never see. And when you do see them, they're, you know, $400+. He's got some of the over-the-top figures that are on my Grail list. He has the flag, as you saw, the massive, beautiful, and you know, I've been around a while, but that's actually the first time that I have been in the presence of one in that complete of condition and that nice of shape with the vehicles lined up on it. It's just beautiful. So that's G.I. Joe Ron. I'm glad you guys got to meet him. Glad I got to see him again. We've seen each other maybe 4 times now, and each visit has averaged like 25 minutes. It's a 2.5 hour drive, and our visits are 20 minutes. So we're definitely going to have to change that and expand our time together down the road. So now we have stuff. Now we have stuff to open and take a look at. I don't know everything that's in here. I went up there with the purpose of buying a Sega Genesis. So I assume that a Sega Genesis is in here. And then, of course, in the style of G.I. Joe Ron and his friend Jason. That's right, another Jason. You saw him at the end of our live show yesterday. He popped on. He just decided to hook me up with a gift for the channel. Awesome. Awesome. I got to meet him for like 3 minutes and then he took off. You know, what's with these short visits and these short stays? But last night, before I came up, before I drove, you know, last night, before the trip, G.I. Joe Ron contacted me and said, do you want something? Do you still need something? This particular something I need. And I said, yes, I need it. And he gave me a price that was probably $90 less than what it's selling for on the Bay. And he wanted a little bit of cash, and he wanted the bootleg Sega, which sure. I mean, I was going to get rid of it, basically. I think I was going to give it away. But he jumped on it first, and so for a little bit of cash and a bootleg Sega, I am now the proud owner of a Dragonfly. A G.I. Joe Dragonfly. Why is this so important? Because this is the final vehicle that I will collect for the G.I. Joe vehicle line. I wanted the Mobat, got it from G.I. Joe Ron. I wanted the Sky Striker, and I wanted the Dragonfly. And there it is. So now, look at this. Look at this. Look at those memories right there. Just working that little trigger there. There's the it's got the little, the hook, you know. So now I have the fun of grabbing a couple of accessories for this, a couple of missiles and guns and whatever. Very cheap, very easy to grab off eBay. I'll use my friends at G.I. Joe Outlet, or Yojo Outlet, sorry guys. Yojo Outlet to complete this very cheaply. And then I need a box. I need a box for this, and I need a Mobat box, and then I'm done with the G.I. Joe vehicle. So this was an unexpected purchase on my part, but I thank G.I. Joe Ron for outstanding prices as always. And then I'm like, I go, oh, I got to get the blueprints for it. Because for a half a second, I forgot that I had my G.I. Joe Bible that shows me all the parts that I'm missing for this thing. So I just casually said, oh, I got to get the blueprints, because I thought that was how I would see the parts that I need, but I forgot I had the book. So I go, I need the blueprints. He's like, oh, okay. And boom. You know, he just whips out the blueprints for the Mobat and for the Dragonfly. And here you go, take them. The Dragonfly blueprints are actually huge. It's double the size. And where did he have these stored, ladies and gentlemen? In a folder in his Trapper Keeper. Yeah, that's right. Trapper Keeper folder inside of his Trapper Keeper binder. And I texted myself immediately and wrote, put the Trapper Keeper on your next Grail list. So there is the first item on the next Grail list, a Trapper Keeper with folders, thanks to G.I. Joe Ron having one. All right, so let's do the surprise first. I know he mentioned that there were surprises in here too, but let's do this. This is from, his name is Jason. He is G.I. Joe Ron's pal, his buddy, his neighbor, his toy collecting, toy selling partner. Those two share a booth at the toy show that I go to. Sounds like they had a little business going on at one point, and so we really never see him on the channel. We got to see him a little bit live last night, but never really talked to him much on the channel. Just a nice guy. Said, hey, if you're coming up, I got stuff for you. So I'm gonna go in. They called it a Grail item, and that's, I don't know, because there's only 4 Grail items left on the list, and 3 out of 4 of them are ridiculously expensive. So I don't know. And as I was leaving, G.I. Joe Ron said, "You're really gonna like this." So I'm pumped. I'm pumped. There's a brown. Oh yeah. See, when somebody says, okay, it's a Grail item, I'm like, all right, well, I can't accept 3 out of the 4 Grail items because they're ridiculously expensive. I kind of thought for a minute that this might be, not this in particular, but this toy line, a gift from G.I. Joe Ron's buddy, Jason, the Fisher-Price Adventure People Jeep. This I remembered having. So when I said I was going to get Adventure People, the line is so deep. I only wanted the items that I specifically remembered having. And I specifically remembered having this Jeep and these awesome, awesome Fisher-Price Adventure People drivers and passengers. Look at this. Look how simple and good that is. Fisher-Price Adventure People. Basically, my first action figures. And look at the quality of this. Of course it's Fisher-Price, so it's an incredible quality. But these are my first action figures. These are, this is what the new 80s revolution was playing with before wrestling figures, before anything. This was it. The Fisher-Price Adventure People. And now we have another grail checked off the list. The Fisher-Price Adventure People Jeep. Thanks to my new man, Jason, friend of G.I. Joe Ron, and now friend of mine. Thank you very much. This is awesome. I will probably only want to get, there's a canoe, there's a tent, and there's a parachute. I gotta look for the parachute. I gotta make sure I'm remembering right. I think that there's an Adventure People parachute because I had a parachute. And I don't know if it was a G.I. Joe parachute. I don't know. I'm gonna look. If the Adventure People have a parachute, I must have it because I remember playing with it. You put the guy in, you fold up the parachute, you throw it in the air, and you hope that it falls down. But what an awesome surprise. Another Grail item checked off the list. Technically now we're down to 3. We're down to 3 Grails. And here we go. We are down to Clyde's Car Crusher, redonkulously expensive. The Rocky Bop Bag, I don't even know if I'm ever going to find it. And the over-the-top figures, which are over-the-top expensive. See what I did there? Yeah. So there it is. The Fisher-Price Adventure People Jeep and figures, Grail item, checked off the list. Outstanding. All right, on to G.I. Joe Ron's package. I know some of it, right? I know there's a Sega in here. Ooh, there's more stuff. And as he always does, he throws stuff in. Oh, see, wow. Gosh, he does this to me all the time. Ah, man. All right, well, let's dig in. Let's dig in. A VHS of the Incredible Hulk Returns movie. The Incredible Hulk Returns movie. I do not know if this is on my Incredible Hulk DVD set. I don't know. I don't think it includes the movie. But here it is. Hulk and Thor team up for the first time to crush the forces of evil. The Incredible Hulk Returns on VHS. Awesome. Thank you, G.I. Joe Ron. A beautiful Christmas movie, The Santa Claus Dose, on VHS. Thank you, G.I. Joe Ron. Oh, wow. I have not looked at one of these in a long time. A Nintendo Power magazine from the N64 era, featuring Mario Kart. Honestly, Liam is going to freak out over this. It has some Super NES games and it has some N64 games. So it's kind of moved past the Nintendo era and it's on to Super NES, N64, and Game Boy. But what a fun read this is going to be. A Nintendo Power issue. This is probably going to ignite a small mini obsession. G.I. Joe Ron. There are no words. Thank you very much. And see, you know, I knew you were going to do this because you asked me. You asked me what I, you know. Oh, it isn't a. Oh, wow! Look at this. Oh yeah, you know, like I mean, I knew this. This is what I went up there for. But there it is. There she is. This is your Sega Model 2, I believe. This is your Model 2. And they make very specific AV cables for this. So that's the only way I can hook it up to my RF modulator. So I just needed to know if I was getting Model 1 or Model 2 or Model 3. Model 2, love it. It's beautiful. And of course, we've got the official no more bootleg Sega for me. Of course, we've got 2 beautiful power pads, Sega Genesis. And then we got the hookups that I would use if I was hooking this up to my antenna on the TV, but we're gonna get the RF, the off-label AV cable. Sorry, not RF. There's our power pack. So there we go. The Sega is ready to roll. I will hop on Amazon tonight and get the Model 2 AV cables, so this thing can be hooked up to the modulator, to the RF. There it is. That's what I drove up there for. And I came back with all these goodies. So G.I. Joe Ron takes a picture of his McDonald's items and says, "Which one of these don't you have?" There's a clue about what you're tossing in the box. These are from the 70s. These are very early. I misspoke. These are 85 and 84. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on a second. Is that 84 or 64? This is 85. This is... All right, it's 80. It's 84. Sorry for the confusion. 2 incredible little cars from 1984. I have a Ronald McDonald one. I didn't know there were others. So these beautiful little McDonald's cars. I don't know if they're like wind-up cars or... Yep, they are. They were. Oh, they still are. You know, the pullbacks still works. Let's see if this one still works. Oh yeah, still works. Beautiful. There they are. They're going on the shelf behind me, right next to their Ronald McDonald partner. Beautiful, outstanding. Thank you so much. Then he sends me a message and says, "Which 86 GI Joes do you need?" Like, come on, man. I'm just coming up for a Sega. There's something else in here. I don't know what it is. Looks like cards of some kind. Maybe baseball cards, wrestling cards, Garbage Pail Kids. What? Garbage Pail Kids. Oh my goodness. Wow. Can you see it? I have the Hulk Hogan honeycomb poster. I didn't even know there was a line of them. Here's the Randy Savage honeycomb poster. I had no clue that it even existed. Okay, so what we're going to do, that's hiding. That can't be hiding anymore. We're going to pull that Hulk Hogan off the wall, and we're going to showcase it somewhere right next to the See, we have to realize the importance of this. This is from the Honeycomb cereal box. Okay, it's the Honeycomb Randy Savage poster to match the Hulk Hogan poster. Wow. I didn't even know this existed. 1989 General Foods. Could you imagine getting the Honeycombs as a kid? And they got a wrestling promo going on. I don't remember when Honeycombs did wrestling. But there's posters. There's probably another one. I'll have to look it up. And then he just hooks me up with Garbage Pail Kids. A bunch. There's a ton in here. Oh, wow. I think these are these are the 2019 re-release of the Garbage Pail Kids. Beautiful. There's a ton of them in here. Look at that. Oh, wow. What do we got? These are great. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. Wait, these are stickers too? I don't know, man. These might have to get... are these stickers? I think so. Peel here. Yep, these are all stickers. All right. I hope he doesn't mind. I hope my man G.I. Joe Ron doesn't mind. But these need to be shown off. So these stickers are going to get unstuck, and they're going to get put on my fridge in the garage. I can't just let these beauties just sit in a package like this. They're getting unstuck, and they're going around my room. They're going to go on the fridge. Unexpected, and unbelievable. And then, boom, a couple of 1986 G.I. Joes to add to the collection. What did he do? What did he give me? We've got the 86 leatherneck backpack. It must be on my list of stuff I need. 1986 leatherneck backpack. The 1986 wetsuit figure. He says missing everything. That's okay. And the 1986 Hawk figure is only missing his pistol. 2 more figures added to the 86 collection. Outstanding, unbelievable, unexpected. I can't even say unexpected because every time I see G.I. Joe Ron, he just unloads this stuff on me and it just blows my mind. So that's the haul, that's the pickup, that's the free gifts. I gave him a Sega bootleg and a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toy box. And we got all this stuff back in return. So I did pay for the Sega, just so you know. I paid for the Sega. It's not a free Sega. I paid for the Sega, and I paid for the the Dragonfly. All this other stuff was just from him and his awesome good buddy, another Jason. Thank you so much. Incredible. I don't know what to say. Blown away. Thank you. You got to see his collection. You got to hang out with him. We're definitely going to hang out longer. That's the quick update for the day. We'll be back this weekend. We'll be back doing some stuff all weekend. I'm going to sort this stuff out and just take it all in. Whew, I will see you all tomorrow, hopefully. Good night now.